Hi, my name is Kiara.
Good morning, my name is Mariel Fuentes.
And this is our project for our math final.
We chose to focus our math project on cheer because we are both very proud to be Arvin High cheerleaders.
I started doing cheer when I was in 3rd grade. Although dancing and stunting are my favorite parts, I also really enjoy learning all the jumps, cheers, and kicks.
I started cheering when I was an incoming freshman. This upcoming year will be both of our third year on varsity, and I also really enjoy stunting and dancing, but stunting the most. We do feel like we require the qualities promised by the program, and we conducted this survey to test whether these qualities are also displayed by other cheerleaders and to test if there's a significant difference between cheerleaders and non-cheerleaders.
And this is our project for our math final.
This project proves whether cheerleading fulfills all the promises made by the program.
These promises include flexibility,
GPA,
leadership,
and self-confidence.
The people in our survey consisted of 20 cheerleaders and 20 non-cheerleaders.
There were 5 cheerleaders and 5 non-cheerleaders from each grade, ranging from 9th through 12th.
The same individuals were used for each category.
We recorded our data for cheerleaders and non-cheerleaders by using 2 separate Google Sheets. On these sheets, we can find the names and corresponding grades of each of our participants. Then, we have the results for each of the 7 stretches. Their GPA from the last semester, self-confidence on a scale from 1 to 10, and leadership positions. Here we have the data for our non-cheerleaders. It is also important to mention that we decided to define leadership as an important role in a club or sport such as president, secretary, etc. After collecting all data, we organized our numbers from least to greatest in order to find the mean, median, and mode for each category. These are examples of the stretches that we asked our participants to complete.
This bar graph reflects our data. We chose to round to whole numbers because there is no such thing as being able to do half of a stretch. Cheerleaders are represented in the pink and non-cheerleaders represented in the blue-green. On average, cheerleaders were able to do 7 out of the 7 stretches. This was in comparison with non-cheerleaders who were only able to do 4 out of the 7 stretches. For the median, we found once again that cheerleaders were able to do 7 out of the 7 stretches, in contrast with non-cheerleaders who were only able to do 5 out of the 7 stretches. For mode, 14 cheerleaders were able to do all 7 of the 7 stretches. For non-cheerleaders, 6 of the non-cheerleaders were able to do 5 out of the 7 stretches.
Now, the results for GPA came in quite close, with the average of cheerleaders' GPA being at a 3.7, while the average of non-cheerleaders' GPA being at a 3.4. The median for the cheerleaders' GPA was a 3.7, as well as the median for the non-cheerleaders at a 3.7. The mode for the cheerleaders was a 3.8, while the mode for the non-cheerleaders was a 3.7.
After collecting our data, we noticed that in both groups there was a low level of leadership. Our mean for cheerleaders was 1 leadership position. It was the same for non-cheerleaders at 1 leadership position. The median for cheerleaders was no leadership positions. For non-cheerleaders, the median was 1 leadership position. The mode for cheerleaders was 0 leadership positions. The mode for non-cheerleaders was both 1 leadership position and no leadership positions.
For our last category, self-confidence, it was measured on a scale from 1 to 10, and there was once again no significant difference. The average for cheerleaders' self-confidence was at a 7, while the average for non-cheerleaders' self-confidence was at a 6. The median and mode were 7 all throughout cheerleaders and non-cheerleaders for self-confidence.
Based on our results, we can conclude that being in cheerleading can improve your flexibility, GPA, and self-confidence.
However, when it came to the category of leadership, we noticed that the numbers were quite close. The median and the mode for non-cheerleaders was higher by 1 point. So what did you think about the survey?
I really liked doing it. It was really fun to conduct. And I for sure was not surprised to see all the areas being a cheerleader can help in. And you?
I actually really enjoyed it too. I did expect to see a bigger difference, like between cheerleaders and non-cheerleaders, but I think the results are pretty accurate, and then also we have to keep in mind that there's a lot of other factors that contribute to this. So, yeah, it was fun.
Thank you for watching. Math
Is fun!